what's working right now with LinkedIn?
If you're doing video, under 60 seconds is definitely working, and they like vertical video. But what is working the best?
Louise Brogan has literally written a book on LinkedIn visibility. Her expertise has made her a global speaker, gracing stages from VidSummit to social media marketing world. She's also a YouTuber with over 100,000 subscribers, host of the Raise Your Visibility Online podcast, and her network is so effective, she's seen at 10 Downing Street and shaking hands with King Charles.
What the actual heck is going on? And I'm looking down the line, I was going, there's Peter Jones from Dragon's Den. There's Mary Portas. And the lady beside me, she says, I'm Anne, only the founder of the Starling Bank. It was bonkers.
There's a lot of businesses that don't use LinkedIn. I think that the sentiment is it's really for employees looking for jobs. But in reality, there's a huge opportunity for businesses and B2B services as well.
Massive opportunity. The editor-in-chief and people like that are saying video, video, video. And I think you know my analogy, cope. How to cope with video. So create once, publish everywhere. That's the part where I get my own content done. So I do actually apply that to myself.
Okay.
It's an antidote to AI.
Yes.
And AI slop.
Are you seeing an impact of AI content on LinkedIn?
The whole point of LinkedIn and their revenue model, it's the recruiter platform. No one's buying a recruiter license unless there is an active community on LinkedIn. We benefit from this platform as businesses, but it's not set up for us. Really, at the heart of it, LinkedIn is about business networking.
So Louise, every time I speak to you, you always tell me about this huge opportunity that exists on LinkedIn I'm just simply not taking advantage of. And normally you share with me some crazy statistics about how LinkedIn is used. What kind of statistics can you share with me today about LinkedIn in 2025 leading into 2026?
Well, LinkedIn have actually completely, literally thrown the apple cart upside down. Yes. So I would say that there are still, most people on LinkedIn are never posting anything. However, look, it turns out that right now, commenting is getting you more visibility than actual posts on LinkedIn.
Really?
Yes. So can I geek out for a second?
Yes, please. Go ahead.
Right. So the way the LinkedIn algorithms have changed, I think there's 4 different mechanisms behind the algorithms on LinkedIn. And their core one is an AI run software. I don't even know what it is. It's an AI machine in the background.
Sure.
And it's called 360 Brew.
360 Brew?
Yes.
Okay.
So what it's doing is it is constantly updating you, what you like, what you engage on, and what you're interested on in LinkedIn constantly in real time all the time. Which means that if you post today about podcasting and tomorrow you post about email marketing and then the next day you post about going for a walk somewhere in Cheshire, it doesn't know what to do with you. So because you're changing all the time. Whereas if you can focus on talking about the one thing that you are interested in and that you're on LinkedIn to network for and build your business on, if you can stay focused on that one thing, you will actually get more visibility. And people are starting to complain about, oh, my impressions have dropped or my reach has dropped. Mine is the opposite.
Oh, really?
Mine is growing. And I am getting posts from 5 years ago surfacing on LinkedIn.
Right.
And I think that it's becoming more like the way YouTube is run. So they're moving away from the Instagram, post today, get engagement. And then, in a couple of days' time, those posts are gone. LinkedIn is literally, I was checking my phone, I got off the flight to Manchester and looked at my phone and someone has just liked a post of mine from 10 months ago. But I haven't done anything with that post. It's because the content that it is showing to people from my content is all to do with video on LinkedIn. And this post from 5 years ago when LinkedIn brought out LinkedIn Stories. Do you remember LinkedIn Stories? And then it disappeared.
Of course, yeah.
And it's literally a video of me testing out LinkedIn Stories, uploading a vertical video from my phone and doing the overlays that we used to be able to do. That post is getting visibility on LinkedIn.
And that's something that actually doesn't even exist anymore as a feature.
Yeah. And if I click on that post to look at the analytics, I can't see any. Because they don't keep analytics past 2. They keep analytics on posts for a year and they keep analytics on newsletters and articles for 2 years. But beyond that, you can't actually access your analytics on posts older than that.
Wow.
So it's just everything is completely changed.
That explains so much. I mean, recently, Sadie and I have noticed that we're only really seeing stuff from about 3 weeks ago. We're not seeing anything or very little that's current or posted today. And we noticed even on our own posts, we're getting engagement on our posts from 3 or 4 weeks ago. It's that same kind of cycle. So you think this is to do with 360 Brew? Is that what you said?
I think it's a combination of things.
Okay.
So there's a couple of things happening with AI on LinkedIn. So AI, OpenAI, which is where ChatGPT is owned by, is 50% owned by Microsoft, who also own LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So they're very invested in AI as a technology, not in AI to write your posts on LinkedIn. So big difference. When I talk about AI on LinkedIn, I'm not talking about people using AI to write their content. I'm talking about the software behind LinkedIn is AI based. Yeah. Right. So the first thing is that the algorithm is totally based on AI now in terms of it's going to show you what you are telling it you're interested in. So if you go to a conference of voiceover artists and connect lots of voiceover artists, you're going to start seeing content about voiceover artists in your newsfeed because it's like, oh, that's what Luke Sharon is interested in. Let's show him it.
Just like content. The kind of same feed that you'll get in YouTube if you watch, one kind of particular video.
Yes. Yeah. So if you understand how YouTube works, that's how you've got to approach LinkedIn.
Finally, I can start using LinkedIn.
Yes.
Excellent.
And then the other thing about the AI on LinkedIn is something called lost in distance.
Lost in distance?
Yes.
Okay.
Which is, and it's the same idea that if you focus on talking about one thing, then it knows what you're all about. But if you look at your headline, and if your headline says, I help companies raise their profile on LinkedIn with video, the key thing that you're doing is LinkedIn video. It is lost in the distance from the start of the sentence.
Oh, right, I see.
So you need to start your headline and your posts with, let's talk about video on LinkedIn.
Right.
Or your headline would be...
So my headline's wrong, definitely, straight away.
Yeah, video content marketing for LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So then it knows this is what you're doing and it knows to show you to people.
Excellent. Okay, so I've got some updates to do in my profile already. We've only asked the first question. Okay, this is good.
Yes. So last week I was in Boston, which sounds very jet-setty, but I was at a conference in Boston and I had gone into my LinkedIn network and I thought, right, I'm going all the way to Boston. Who do I know in Boston that I would like to meet that I haven't met in real life? Let's do some networking. Let's get something out of the huge investment of flying to America for a conference. And I typed Boston into the search engine at the top. And the first person that popped up was a lady who lives in Boston and works at Boston University. So the AI is going, Boston, there's two Bostons. And that she was the first person that showed up.
Interesting.
So, and then I met her for coffee and it was very nice. So it was definitely worth doing.
Excellent. So even that duplication of the word Boston just into two different parts of her profile seemingly made a difference.
Yes. So in your profile, if you want to be known for video marketing, make sure that you have got video marketing all the way through your profile. In your experience section, links to your video marketing talks.
Might have to change my title from managing director to just video marketer maybe or something. Yes.
Because you want to show up first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think with LinkedIn, there's a lot of businesses that don't use LinkedIn. And I think that the sentiment is it's really for people, employees looking for jobs. But in reality, there's a huge opportunity for businesses and B2B services as well. Please tell us more.
Massive opportunity.
Massive.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
So what I like to tell stories about people that I work with.
Yeah.
So there's a startup that I am going to be working with in Belfast, and they go to a lot of conferences in Europe. So they're going to pitch their service at these big, massive conferences. So they've asked me to come in and get their profiles up to date. And I'm like, yes, that is the first step. Because when you're going to a conference, other people going to the conferences are looking to see who else is there. And that's your opportunity to talk about your services and products.
Absolutely, yeah.
So one thing, if you have a business and it's more than just you, so say you've got a team, like there's 30 in your business, right? And you maybe like the sales team and marketing team are going to the conferences, but back in the office, there's the people who are doing, creating the products and creating the services. So make sure that everybody across the business has a background image that reflects your brand.
Yeah.
Everybody is attached to the company page, which sounds so basic, but you'll actually look at your...
I know plenty of companies that don't,
Yeah, you look at your team members and go and look at their individual profiles. You're like, why does it still say you work at that company you left 3 years ago? Because they just don't think to update it, or the management haven't thought to invest in getting those people trained up on how to use it.
Yeah.
So it's about, really at the heart of it, LinkedIn is about business networking.
Mm-hmm.
So the example of going to the conference is you meet people, and now they're not really swapping business cards so much. They're saying, let's connect on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that your LinkedIn reflects what you actually do.
Absolutely.
What your company actually does. Because even before you go to that conference, they are looking at you and your profile on LinkedIn, whether you think they are or they're not, they are.
It's my first place to stalk people, is LinkedIn, And again, I haven't used a business card in probably a decade now, to be honest. So I can completely believe it.
Yeah.
Sorry to interrupt, but if you like this studio, you can hire it at falkonpodcasts.com. How does video fit in with LinkedIn? I mean, this is really your big area of expertise.
It is.
So at one point, it looked like LinkedIn was having great success with Reels, or at least portrait video. That seemed to be doing better than other forms of video. Mm-hmm. Is that what people should still be doing, or have things moved on? Have things changed?
So I find it kind of fascinating because all the senior level at LinkedIn are doing promoted posts of their videos talking about how we should all be doing video on LinkedIn. But I don't meet very many people who are doing video.
Oh, really?
I still, they really aren't. And it's a huge missed opportunity.
Yeah.
So I think that, for example, if you're a podcaster, a clip of your podcast as video, one of the arguments the LinkedIn senior, when I say senior, I'm talking about like vice presidents and
like properly senior,
the absolute top level. Yeah, they are promoting this. Like the editor in chief and people like that are saying video. Part of it is it's an antidote to AI.
Yes,
and AI slop,
which is exactly what I think this is. This podcast conversations are a perfect counter to that kind of AI slop, or at least very, very short form content.
Yes. Yeah. I did hear someone today said to me, the internet is eating itself with AI. And I thought, that's so true. Mm-hmm. Like you're too young to remember. Do you remember a band called Pop Will Eat Itself?
Normally when you say that, you give me a reference that I then totally understand. But that one I don't get, no.
Okay, when I was at university, there's a band called Pop Will Eat Itself. This is exactly what I'm thinking about. Yeah. And this woman, she is going to speak in Copenhagen on Monday about responsible AI.
Yeah.
And she said the problem is that if everybody uses AI to create content, the AI is now using AI content
to learn from
as its resource. Yeah. So if we stop creating actual content, it's got nothing to, and it's literally eating itself. It's going to kill the internet. Which would be quite an interesting place to be.
Could be like a grand reset, to be honest, couldn't it?
But I think so. Going back to video, I mean, I know that there are the video fakes are getting really good and really good, but I don't think that if I see a business video on LinkedIn, and it's the managing director or it's, the head of sales, I don't think for a minute that it's a fake video.
No.
I think it's the real person.
Yeah.
And it's that whole know, like, and trust factor, hearing someone speak because it's the person. Mm-hmm. Whereas if you read a written post, you're not sure if it's written or if they've used Claude or ChatGPT to help them to write it. But when it's the person's video, I think that's the difference. But what we've been doing with businesses, you can steal this idea. No, you can't really, but you can.
I might do.
Is we're doing LinkedIn live stream video content, right? So we have a client and they did a 4-hour live video stream, which is the maximum length of time you can go live on LinkedIn for. Okay. So if you imagine, you're like, why would they be doing a live stream for 4 hours? It's a conference.
Oh, okay.
Right? So they're doing... But it's not a conference, they call it a forum.
Yeah.
So they have 35-minute talks. Mm-hmm. So say it starts at 2:00 and they have the introduction and then they bring on the first speaker and the first speaker does their talk and they've hired a studio and they've got all the slides and everything.
So
it's literally like a conference. So they've done that. And at the end of the 4 hours, because they're our client, they literally sent me, which almost killed my Mac, like you can imagine.
All the files, I'm guessing.
One 4-hour video file. I'm like, my computer's going to die. But out of that, I have got 5 talks, a panel, And like, how much content can you repurpose out of 4 hours of video?
You can get a lot from 1 hour podcast.
Yes.
So yeah, 4 hours of video is a huge amount. Yeah.
So what we're doing with it, and I think my analogy, cope. How to cope with videos, to create once, publish everywhere.
Yeah.
So we are taking the video, the 4 hour video, and chopping it up into the individual talks. The talks are going on YouTube. Then we're taking there's a 37-minute talk.
Yeah.
About from one of the speakers, and we're taking that one, and we're taking 60-second clips and posting those on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
We're taking the transcript from the whole thing and writing an article about it. And inside the article, we're embedding the video clips into it. It becomes a newsletter. And if you have 37 minutes of transcript, how many quotes and things can you pull out of that? It literally gives you 6 months worth of content.
So are you publishing the long form video, the whole 37-minute video anywhere, or are you just taking all the smaller
On
excerpts
YouTube.
from it? On YouTube?
Yes.
Not on LinkedIn?
No, you can't do that on LinkedIn.
Is that right?
You can only upload a video that's 10 minutes long on LinkedIn.
10 minutes?
But you can go live for 4 hours.
Fascinating. Okay. And so what's the result of the 4 hours? I mean, obviously at the end of it, you get all those assets, which you can then use the COPE method for.
Well, so they set it up as a conference.
Yeah.
So I'm having a conference in Belfast next year.
Yeah.
B2B Content Live. Yes. Well, I'm not telling you who the speakers are because that's a secret. We have to release that near the date.
Yeah.
But if that was being streamed live onto LinkedIn instead of, it is an in-person conference.
Yeah.
But if you put it on LinkedIn as a conference, you have an event. So you create it as a LinkedIn event and you invite your network to sign up to the event.
Yeah.
And because it's on the LinkedIn company page, anyone who signs up for your event on a LinkedIn company page, you get their details. So you get their email address, which goes into your pipeline, your CRM. So that's the purpose of it.
Got it.
Is who's interested enough in this topic to sign up for our event, our conference. But also you say to your clients, look at us. This is who we are. We're talking about these things. We're talking about what's happening in 2025 or 2026 in our industry. We are the thought leaders in this space because we're the ones hosting the conference. And because it's not in person, it's online. This client I'm doing it with, they were sharing with the European and American audience.
Interesting. Yeah.
And it's not just the people who watch live. It's people will be still watching that today.
Well, that was my question. So that 4 hour live stream, is that still available to watch after the event?
Yes.
It is. Okay.
Yes, that stays on your company page.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And I suppose it doesn't have to be 4 hours. 4 hours is the max, but you could have a 1 hour conference as well, I guess.
Oh, totally. You could, yes. You don't, I think 4 hours is quite extreme.
Yes.
You could do it as a webinar. You could say, like, you have a client, a B2B client, and what happens with me, Luke, is I get overexcited about all of this. And someone says, you need to use LinkedIn. Can you help us with our company page? And I'm like, yes. And what we could do a live monthly webinar live on LinkedIn. And then they go, ooh, okay, it's a bit much, Louise. So now I say, let's start with some training.
Yeah.
First of all, because I get carried away because I know the opportunities that are there for people. But like one live a month is achievable.
I would say so, especially if it's not 4 hours. I mean, I could do a 1 hour one, no problem.
Maybe a 30-minute one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could do that. I might do that myself.
Yes, you should do it. I'll be your first guest.
Yes, perfect. Yeah. I know for a fact that I am 100% underutilizing LinkedIn.
Yes.
Part of that is because you tell me every time I speak to you that about this huge opportunity that exists. I'm very invested in other platforms like YouTube, and I have a finite amount of time. What would be the most effective use of my time if I was to try and get into using LinkedIn properly? Is it the 1 hour webinar, for example?
I think it could be for you. Yeah. I mean, with our clients, I do 1 hour video recording with them a month. Now that's not a live, that's not a webinar. I literally get them on StreamYard or Teams or something like that for an hour. Yeah. And I interview them and I pull everything out of their brains. And then my team then turn that into all their content. Got it. And we've got the video clips and the transcripts and we've got all of that. So that's what you could do. Yeah. I think when people say to me, I haven't got time, the main reason people outsource to us is because they have not got the time. Yeah. They either don't have the knowledge or they don't have the time. So I'm like, just give me an hour a month and I'll give you a whole month's worth of content. So you could do that. Perfect. Yeah, I could do that. Yes. Yeah. Maybe I need to hire you then, Louise, as well. Maybe that should be my next step. You mentioned AI before and, the internet eating itself in this way. On YouTube, I've noticed a big shift in AI is claiming a lot of the market share of some of the views. I'm interested to see what happens over the next few months because initially when this AI content
first kind of entered the ecosystem, people didn't realize it was AI. And now they're getting very, very savvy. They're starting to realize, this is AI content, and they're scrolling past. It's going to eventually start to lose its market share.
Yes.
I think, even though AI is getting more sophisticated. Are you seeing an impact of AI content on LinkedIn in the same way?
Initially, there was a lot. There's a lot of comments from AI.
Oh, AI comments?
Yes, but they seem to have dwindled quite a lot.
Okay.
So LinkedIn don't want their platform to be like that. So I think they're working pretty hard at stopping it. I think they're the only platform, I haven't seen this in other platforms, that if you use an AI image, they automatically put a mark on it.
Oh, really?
In the top left-hand corner, it's like a little C.
Oh, visible for everybody?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
No, everyone then knows that as an AI-generated image.
Isn't it like a back end mark? This is a front end.
It's flat on, it's on the image, and you have no choice of that appearing or not. So it knows this is AI. So they're marking content as AI-generated. Are they doing that with written content? Not yet that I can see. But I think they want, the whole point of LinkedIn and their revenue model is not you and me, Luke. It's the recruiter platform, right? So I think the recruiter license is about £10,000 a year.
Wow.
And they want companies, organizations, recruiters to buy the recruiter license. No one's buying a recruiter license unless there is an active community on LinkedIn. The active community on LinkedIn are the job seekers.
Yeah.
We benefit from this platform as businesses, but it's not set up for us. But during the pandemic, LinkedIn realized that people like you and I going on and creating content was getting more job seekers to the platform to have conversations and read interesting content. And they're just lurkers, but they want to read interesting stuff.
Yeah.
So LinkedIn started this whole thing, which they also got rid of, called LinkedIn Creator Mode. And that was to encourage people like me to go on and create content.
I remember that. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's gone as well. So now it's like everybody's a creator. Well, no, they're not, but and it was interesting because they did this. I missed the boat on this. They did a whole program where you could sign up to be a creator. And if you did, you got a LinkedIn Top Voice badge.
Oh, interesting.
Well, I missed that boat, so I didn't get my LinkedIn Top Voice badge.
Surely you're a top voice, though, anyway, aren't you?
No, I am not.
Really?
No, not officially.
Sorry. Was that a bit of a sensitive area? That was.
No, do you know what? I have other accolades in my back pocket.
I can imagine. It's me again. If you're interested in taking your video marketing to the next level, then check out our YouTube services at falcondigital.com. So you mentioned lurkers there. And I think this is one of the stats I heard. I think I actually heard you say this on another podcast recently about how few people that have a LinkedIn account actually post. Yeah. It's a small number, isn't it? What is it?
It's tiny. It's like 3% or something.
3%.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Because is it 1 billion members on LinkedIn, or it's over 1 billion people have accounts on LinkedIn now.
I thought it was about 350 million last time I saw.
So in the pandemic, in 2020, it was about 197, 200 million. Yeah. And now it's past 1 billion.
Really?
Yeah.
I need some more up-to-date stats.
I really think that once Twitter kind of morphed into X, a lot of people jumped ship and went to LinkedIn.
Myself included.
And then it's just become a bigger thing. And businesses have realized now, this LinkedIn thing is worth looking at. So if you think there's 1 billion people,
that's huge.
3% of 1 billion is a lot of people. I don't know what it is, but it's a lot. So that's why people are like, but Louise, I see posts all the time from people on it. Well, of course you do. It's not 3 people that are posting on LinkedIn. It's 3% of the entire population.
Yeah, 3% of 1 billion is still a lot. But as a percentage, it shows that how inactive most people are in terms of posting anyway.
Because again, most people are there for their career.
Yeah, yeah.
Whenever you left school, I don't know, did you go straight into entrepreneurship?
No, I went to university for 4 years. Yeah. I did my master's there. And then, actually I did go straight into entrepreneurship. I started my own business in 2005.
So you didn't go into a job?
I did, because that first business failed dramatically. Okay. That's a different story. Good learning experience, but completely different story. Then I was in employment for best part of 5 years. Yeah. And then I set up my own business.
Most people go into employment, right?
Yeah. You need the experience, I think. Yeah.
So a lot of people come to me. I work with a lot of people who would be over the age of 40, probably over the age of 50, realistically, who have had a corporate career. And then they think, I want something else. I want to do something else. And then they come to me and say, Louise, I want to work as a consultant. I want to deliver workshops. I want to provide services in my area that I'm an expert in, although they never call themselves an expert, but I know that they are experts. And they say, but I don't know how to market myself. I've never had to market myself. I was on a team. I was just given my work to do. Yeah. So it's like this whole new world. So those people, and then they're terrified of LinkedIn because they've been in their corporate career for the last 25 years, where some places that they worked, especially if they worked in like more, conservative industries like financial services or the law, they were told they weren't allowed to post anything on LinkedIn.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they're literally scared of it. They're scared of posting. They're scared of posting the wrong thing. They're scared of posting something and their ex-colleagues thinking something about them. Whereas I'm like, you know what? Just, you've got to get over that. Because if you want to be noticed and be visible on the platform, you've got to start posting about what you know about.
That actually makes a lot of sense. And thinking about it, almost everybody that I'm connected to are normally within a creative industry. There'll be agencies or entrepreneurs, whatever. And so they probably have, I would imagine my audience is probably about 10, 20% of people that actually post.
Yes.
Just because of the nature of the kind of work that they do. What's working right now with LinkedIn? So at one point when I dip my toe into LinkedIn every so often, Reels were working really well, particularly Reels that were under a minute. Is that still the case, or have things moved on again?
Videos under 60 seconds. Yeah, if you're doing video under 60 seconds, it's definitely working, and they like vertical video.
Yeah.
But what is working the best, and I love when people make a big statement. So somebody said on LinkedIn today, polls are dead, no more polls. And for people going, what is she saying? P-O-L-L-S. Oh. I know in Northern Ireland it sounds like P-O-L-E-S. So someone declared that polls are dead. And I thought, well, that's interesting, because I did a LinkedIn poll yesterday, and it's going great guns. There's 87 votes already.
Right, yeah.
So I don't think you can't plant a flag in the sand and say, this is dead or this is not. However, what I can do is share my experience and what I know. So there's an organization called Social Insider who look at the analytics on different platforms. And they said when they looked at company page content, multi-image posts are outperforming everything.
Interesting.
So that means, I don't mean like post 2 photographs. I mean post 8
like images. Proper carousel.
Yeah. So the carousel is different on LinkedIn because that's the swipe across.
Yeah.
Whereas the multi-image post, when you look at it, you see one image, big image, and then 1 and 2, and then the third image on the right hand side will have +6 or +3 or something.
Yeah.
So we are just nosy as human beings. We want to see what all the pictures are.
So that click on that number probably counts as engagement, I guess.
Yes.
Excellent.
So that is the top performing for company pages. I think it's probably top performing also on personal profiles, but Social Insider didn't have those statistics for me. So multi-image posts, definitely. And also carousels. Carousels for our clients work so well. And that is the slideshow. Where you swipe across and swipe across. The key to that is not putting too much text on it.
Okay.
And that it's actually useful.
Yeah, that always helps. But I guess a small amount of text means that they're more likely to read that first slide and then click on to the next.
Yes, definitely. But I think what has always worked on LinkedIn since I started focusing on LinkedIn is sharing stuff that helps your audience.
Sure, yeah.
And it can be written, it can be video, it can be whatever you want, but as long as you are talking about something that your network that you've built up are interested in, and that's a real key part of this.
Yeah.
People connect with anybody and everybody, and then they post stuff, and then like the randomers that they're connected with couldn't care less about their content, and they're like, oh, LinkedIn reach is down. I'm like, no, but you just connected with like all these people that don't care what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So building a network of people who are interested in what you're talking about, and then you post something that helps that network. That is, I genuinely think it's really quite simple.
Yeah, especially when you put it out like that. But so essentially what you're saying is make sure you're creating posts that add value.
Yes.
And then when you're building your network, don't just accept every single, a request, which is what I used to do until I spoke to you.
Yes.
And then I started being a bit more kind of discerning about who I actually accepted with, because it wasn't just about numbers, it's about having an audience that's actually going to be useful to you.
Yes, and engage. And that goes back to the AI algorithm.
Yes.
So if you want LinkedIn to be interesting to you, engage with content that is interesting. And then it knows that you like it, and it'll show you more of it.
Yeah.
It's kind of simple. But the other thing then is that commenting is massive right now.
Yeah.
Massive. People are getting way more visibility on their comments than they are on their posts, which is kind of amazing. And the key to that is don't just write well done or that's good. You're not going to get massive visibility on a comment that doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
But if I write a post and say, here's why I think, it's time to start doing video on LinkedIn, or here's 3 ways to get started with your video, your hook for your video on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And then you write a comment and you give them some really useful information, you're going to get massive visibility on that. So again, be helpful, be of service. Don't hijack your competitors' posts by saying, yeah, this is a service that we offer, by the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think I can see a lot of people doing that, and I know it's effective because their comments are popping up in my feed.
Yeah.
The one mistake that I would say a lot of people are making is all of their comments seem incredibly negative. So they're responding to the post, which is good, but it's a very negative sounding post. I guess you want it to be helpful, but also positive as well.
Yes.
You've got to come across well, haven't you, on LinkedIn?
Well, you imagine. So if you think about LinkedIn as being like an in-person networking event. So you and I go along to B2B Content Live in Belfast, and we walk in the door and we start meeting people, and you're saying, oh, this brilliant. I'm so looking forward to seeing such and such on stage, or I just heard this person speak and I really love what they said about that. People are going to be naturally drawn to you.
Sure.
Whereas if you go, oh my God, the flight over here, and like the weather's so terrible, blah, blah, blah. And you're like, oh, please, let's not sit beside him at dinner.
Absolutely.
People like positivity.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. And so at one point, I think if I recall this correctly, you could add a video introduction to your profile page. Is that right?
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Is that gone as well? Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So if you have LinkedIn Premium, you can add a slideshow to your background image on your profile.
Yeah.
I don't like it because you can't determine the speed that it moves at, and it just keeps whipping across the screen. But yes, your profile photograph, you could upload a video.
Okay.
Talking into that. That's gone as well. I don't know if they're thinking of replacing that, but on your profile, everyone's got what's called the featured section.
Yes.
Right. And if you're watching or listening to this and you're going, well, I haven't got that. You have got it. You just haven't added it yet. So if you don't see it on your profile, you just haven't added it yet. I have a great video on how to do this on my YouTube channel.
Excellent.
So the very first video you could have in your featured on your featured section could be a link to a video of you telling people how you could help them.
Yeah.
So you can add that video in yourself. You can't upload a video to your featured section.
Yeah, it has to be pulled in from somewhere else.
You have to link it to somewhere else. Yeah.
Yeah. I've got one at the moment. It's an old one from 5 years ago. So and I actually have hair in the video. So I probably need to update it. But yeah, no, that seems to work quite well.
Yes. Oh, top tip, Luke, is that you should look like your profile photograph when I meet you in person.
That's probably a good idea.
Yeah.
And actually thinking about it, I started doing my hair in 2020. So it must be about 6 years old. So yeah, it's probably.
So I think I'm here to meet your brother.
Yeah, absolutely. I find this fascinating because I've known you as the LinkedIn expert, the go-to LinkedIn expert for a long time.
Thank you very much.
And what I find fascinating is that you also have this huge YouTube community. You've got over 110,000 subscribers on
It's bizarre.
YouTube. So it's interesting that you say it's bizarre because how did this happen? How did you end up using YouTube as well as LinkedIn? Normally it's either or.
Well, it's kind of your fault.
It's kind of my fault.
Yeah. So I don't know if I told you this story yet. Half of my YouTube audience are in India.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Right. So before I tell you how I got into YouTube, which actually was you and Tom Martin's fault, I spoke at an event in Dublin 2 weeks ago. I was in London and Dublin and Boston. It's been a bit bonkers. Not my normal thing, but
yeah.
I was speaking at an event in Dublin and it was young marketers. It was called the Marketing Meetup, and there's about 30 young marketers there. And the whole idea is that you come along and talk to a group of younger people who are in their 20s, kind of coming up and kind of inspiring them, and it's a bit of a give back thing. So I'm doing my talk about LinkedIn, and at the end, all these lovely young people are coming to me and saying, can I do my photograph with you? And I'm like, oh, so lovely. And this young man comes up to me and he said, Louise, I moved to Ireland from India 3 months ago. And I said, oh, very nice to meet you. And he said, I learned everything about LinkedIn from watching your videos back home in India.
Wow.
And I was like, honestly, I think I started to cry. And I thought, I says, you are my Indian audience. And genuinely, and that is young men in their 20s who are trying to learn how to use. And he said, I had to use LinkedIn for my company in my job in India. And I watched all of your videos. And then I heard you were speaking here and I had to come meet you. And I was like, oh, I was blown away. Like, it was amazing. It was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. So, how I got started during the pandemic when we were in our lovely little networking group, I'll never forget, I got an email one day from YouTube and it said, your video has passed 10,000 views. And I thought, what video? I haven't got a YouTube channel. And it was a video about how to post in Facebook groups.
Oh, right.
So back in 2016, I think, I thought, oh, I'm going to do videos on YouTube. Mm-hmm. But nobody ever watched them, so I gave up. But I forgot that I had a channel. So 4 years later, this one little video had passed 10,000 views. And I was like, what the heck's that? And Tom says, well, Louise, you must have a YouTube channel if you got that email. I was like, I don't know. So I went and found it. And then you guys were like, you should really do video content about LinkedIn. So I thought, well, here I am in the pandemic and lockdown. What else am I going to do? So I started making movie videos.
So it was 2020 when you started it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fascinating. A couple of things I need to flag. You said your Indian audience is like quite a big part of your channel.
Yeah.
Can they really understand you with your thick Northern Ireland accent?
Well, obviously, Luke, yes, they can.
I find that fascinating.
Well, there's not been any complaints. In fact, the only negative I think I've had like 2 negative comments on my YouTube channel, and which is not bad going because I think
incredible.
I passed like 3.5 million views. So I think for all that, for 2 negative comments, and one was an American man who mansplained to me that I might do better if I could anglify my strong Belfast accent.
Yeah.
And I turned that into a post on LinkedIn and it blew up.
Oh, really?
So it was really funny. But I was genuinely a little bit hurt by it because, it was like, well, I am who I am.
Yeah.
I don't remember the other one, my Standing Stones YouTube channel, which has come completely different. That's my hobby channel.
Yeah. How's that doing? I haven't checked on it for a while.
Well, I haven't posted on it in 37 days because I haven't the time.
Yeah.
I
did think this when you started it. I was like, you starting another
I know,
channel?
it's literally just a fun thing. It's a fun thing.
Yeah.
But lots of people in there get quite animated about megalithic standing stones. Yeah. Like way more than people get bothered about LinkedIn.
No, I can imagine. And then the second thing I was going to mention was, you talk about how, this young man was so excited to meet you.
Yeah.
When I was on your podcast a year or so ago, whenever it was, it must have been about a year ago, mustn't it? Yeah. That gave me an incredible amount of street cred because it turned out a load of people that we know followed you on YouTube and had no idea that we knew each other.
Amazing?
Yeah, so I got loads of credit for that. It was brilliant.
So funny.
So it's really quite a small world on the internet, isn't it?
But I need to carve out, and this is the challenge of running your own business and trying to create content as well, because I'm behind with my videos for my own YouTube channel and LinkedIn.
Yeah.
It's hard to fit everything in. And then if you go traveling to conferences, it's even harder.
Yeah.
And the thing I have not managed the knack of, even though we do it for our clients, it's hilarious, is actually batching my own content.
Yeah.
It just escapes me. And I sometimes think I need to be my own client.
100%. Yeah. Sadie and I have this conversation all the time because we will go years without doing any marketing.
Yeah.
And we're very fortunate we get word of mouth work and we've got some long-standing clients, which is all great. But then we really should be doing marketing as well. And even our website's like 4 or 5 years out of date. It's almost a joke.
It's good to, it's good. It's reassuring that I'm not alone.
I always think of it as a good sign in a way. If something's really out of date, it means obviously everything's fine. It's when you see people all of a sudden do a lot of marketing, you think, they're looking for business right now. So talk to me a little bit more then about the COPE strategy. So you mentioned this a little bit before already, and just for the benefit of the viewers back home, it's COPE, COPE, create once,
publish everywhere.
Publish everywhere.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit more about COPE.
It's actually that that's the part where I get my own content done as well. So I do actually apply that to myself.
Okay.
So because I have a podcast, I generally start with that for myself. So I'll record a podcast interview, or I'll just do a solo podcast. And then I have this 20-minute video or audio. And then I use different tools. So I'll upload it into Descript, and I will take the transcript from that. And from the transcript, I'll create the show notes for the podcast. And then I will create a blog post. Now, I love to write.
Yeah, you mentioned this to me before.
Yeah, like if people say, what would you like to do? If you sold your business, what part of it would you keep? I would keep the writing. I really love writing. And I just need to carve out time to do more of that. But so the video transcript is the key. And with clients, a lot of my clients don't want to be on video.
Yeah.
This is a light bulb moment for me, like about 6 weeks ago. So I would work with a lot of women who are, around my age, and they're like, I don't want to be on video, but I want help with LinkedIn. So I've realized that I can record with them and say, well, I'm not putting the video anywhere. This is just me pulling the information out of you.
Oh, interesting.
So
you don't actually use that video, you just take the transcript and the content from it?
Yeah, because some of them don't want the video.
Wow.
I have done video content with clients, sent it to them, and they've never posted it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's happened. And that's when I was like, hold on a minute, Louise, look at the people who you've worked with who really liked your work. And I went, like these 3 women didn't actually post any of those videos, but they posted the rest of the stuff.
Yeah.
Because some clients will come in. I do like a one-off package where it's like, we have a 90 minutes and I will have 12 questions that I ask them, which gives you 12 videos.
Yeah.
Which of those 12 videos that you repurpose those transcripts into written posts, newsletter articles, quotes, which we can publish everywhere, even though we're LinkedIn, and we are now doing YouTube for people as well. But we can also put those images on graphics for Instagram. Sure. But one of the key things is newsletters and blogs.
Newsletters still work.
They're massive.
Yeah, you've got a big database of customers.
Yeah, but the newsletter on LinkedIn is also massive, like absolutely massive. And
I've never used it.
Yeah, I'll talk to you about missed opportunity. So we've got the video, we've got the transcript, we've got the blog, chop it up into short form content, create a poll, because I like polls, create a carousel post, send it out in your email newsletter, put it on your website as a blog and embed the video into the blog, and then also create a LinkedIn newsletter out of it as well. I mean, you can just do so much with this stuff.
Yeah. So with your clients, you're not actually creating the video for them. They're creating the video themselves, and then you're using that, you're repurposing it as part of this COPE strategy. Is that right? No,
I will book a session with them, and I'm on the call with the client.
Oh, so it's an online call.
Yes.
Got it.
So I've got clients in the US, so I'm not traveling to Texas to do the video with them. So we will book in a session, and one of my clients, we've been doing this with her for 2 years, and we can get, in 30 minutes, we can get all the video we need because we're so used to each other now.
Yeah.
So we'll book in. I know what her content is about because we plan the whole content strategy out. So she'll get on the call. She's prepped what she wants to say in the video. And then I'm there kind of like as a director almost.
Yeah.
And a lot of it is putting them at their ease.
Yeah.
Just making them feel comfortable. Then I ask a question.
I see.
I get off camera and the video is them answering my question. But because they're talking to me, it comes across really naturally.
Yeah, the more at ease.
Yeah, rather than if you try to do it yourself on your phone. It is different. It's just a bit different.
No, totally. I completely get it. I think that's a good way of doing it. So when they're recording this, are they just using a webcam and a built-in mic on their computer, or are they using any... What kind of tech are they using?
A plug-in, a proper microphone. That's the only thing I say they should definitely get. And again, with the director is $2,000 a word, but I will say, could you maybe just move the lighting a little bit, or change this or change that, because I know what's going to make a good video. And with one of the clients, we've moved to YouTube first, so we are doing 5-minute, 6-minute videos for YouTube.
Yeah,
I love what we're doing with this client, right? So we're doing 5-minute video for YouTube, which they have then, her and her team have an email sequence that is something like 65 weeks long. right? So when you sign up for her email list, you get the first email, the second email, the third email, and each email is connected to one of the videos on YouTube.
Oh, brilliant.
So they're embedded into all the emails, this entire email sequence. So it's kind of genius. And I then take the 5-minute video and take the clips for LinkedIn from the YouTube video.
Yeah.
So we start with a 5-minute YouTube video first and then repurpose it across to LinkedIn and then do all the other repurposing.
Got it. So quantify it for me a little bit. You got your COPE strategy, you film 12 questions with somebody in a session. How many physical assets do you end up with at the end?
Oh, I have a slideshow on this. With actual metrics, because I do like data.
Yeah.
So if we do video, video for YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say one 5-minute video for YouTube, we would get 4 videos for LinkedIn.
Mm-hmm.
So 4 posts for LinkedIn with video, 4 written posts for LinkedIn without the video, 1 carousel post, 1 newsletter. The video itself is going on YouTube.
Yeah.
And then depending on the client, we could also even repurpose that into audio for podcasting.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and I have written about this in an article on my website and literally shown the numbers. And I think the highest level of engagement or visibility comes with the newsletter.
Really?
Yeah.
So, and again, when you say newsletter, you talk about LinkedIn newsletter as well.
Yes.
Go on and tell us a little bit more about this.
So companies can have up to 5 company page newsletters on their company page. Why would you want 5? If you are a company, so one of my clients is a fuel distribution company.
Okay.
So they've got 3 different wings to the business. So each of the wings could have its own newsletter. So if you're following one of the wings, so say you're following the distribution of food.
I see.
And that's the area you work in. You just subscribe to that one newsletter.
Yeah, that makes so much sense actually, because use our company as an example.
Yeah.
We do video and YouTube, but then we also do digital marketing. We also do Shopify, WordPress websites.
Yes.
Someone's probably only going to want to subscribe to one of those rather than all 3. That makes perfect sense.
So you can have a Falkon Digital YouTube newsletter, Falkon Digital video, whatever.
E-commerce,
newsletter.
Yeah.
And I'm only interested in the updates on the e-commerce. That's the one I sign up for.
Yeah.
So when people connect with you on LinkedIn, if you have a newsletter, everybody is invited to subscribe to your newsletter.
Interesting.
Like instantly. So, and if it's a topic that you're interested in, I am going to subscribe to that because I want to know more about that. So for me, because I do like geeking out on analytics and stuff. So if somebody had a newsletter that was all about, what are the latest trends on YouTube backed up by data, then I'll subscribe to that.
Yeah.
But it's really funny. I get invited to subscribe to the most random newsletters. And I'm not interested in that stuff, So you subscribe to the newsletter. And if you can get into a pattern of posting a newsletter on your LinkedIn, you can do it on company pages and you can do it on personal profile.
Yeah.
It's very different. We can post for company page newsletters and write them. For clients, we can't post on their I will never log into someone's personal LinkedIn account.
Yeah, no.
So we have to give the client the newsletter and they have to publish it, which means I have to teach them how to do that. But the company page is much easier. So say you're going to send out your newsletter every Tuesday. You need it to be worthwhile for people to read. And I learned from Social Media Examiner's editor, Lisa Jenkins, an amazing woman, how to write an article for the internet. So she would say, back then she said to me, Louise, 2 paragraphs and then you must have a breakup with an image or something.
Yeah. Nobody
wants to read a big long string of texts. We just don't want to consume that kind of stuff. So paragraph, image, paragraph, but it has to be interesting or useful information.
Of course.
Yeah. Right? The competition I think LinkedIn has here though is Substack. So a lot of people are moving to Substack because you can monetize your Substack.
Yeah.
And right now you can't monetize that LinkedIn newsletter, although brands will sponsor you for promoted posts. If you become a big enough creator, brands will sponsor you to pay to get in your newsletter. I remember speaking to somebody who worked at LinkedIn in London And he said, Louise, they are going to go down the route of monetizing creators when the whole LinkedIn creator thing came out, because in the same way with YouTube.
Absolutely.
I see this coming.
I hope so. It'll be useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So Substack, if you have a newsletter, you've got the paid or the free version. I think they're probably going to go that way. So it's time to start your newsletter on LinkedIn.
Sounds like it.
The other thing, that the reason they're so good is you don't have to rely on someone going to LinkedIn to read your newsletter. It gets sent to their email inbox.
Oh, no way.
So if you publish every Tuesday, it's not you depending on me to go to LinkedIn to see it there. It's literally appearing in my Gmail inbox.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's really, really powerful.
Yeah. That sounds amazing. And of course, the big question, can you embed, you mentioned embedding images, but can you embed videos into these as well? Perfect.
Yes,
Good.
I embed a YouTube video into pretty much every newsletter that I do.
Yeah.
And then that's sending people off to my YouTube channel as well.
Amazing. Now, I'm sure I remember you telling me at one point, obviously you built up a massive community. There were 110,000 subscribers on YouTube. And at one point you were telling me that you were getting quite a lot of business through the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Is that still the case?
I get the way people find me. Well, this is the whole lurking thing again, isn't it? Like I literally had, in the last 5 days, I've had 3 people reach out to me to work with me. And they're like, we've been following you on LinkedIn for ages. People who hire you from LinkedIn never comment on anything you do.
Yes. Yeah. I've noticed
I know
that. As well. Yeah.
But it was very interesting to me. This is where I started to take YouTube more seriously, was people were connecting with me because they found my videos on YouTube. And I remember, I thought it was bonkers that a woman who worked in the Microsoft offices in Dublin in the advertising area, I can't remember what exactly her job title was. She said, oh, we all learned how to do LinkedIn from you, Louise. And I'm like, but you own LinkedIn. That's really bad. That's really funny.
So it sounds like YouTube for you is a primary touch point, and then they find you on YouTube, then they move to LinkedIn and they contact you via LinkedIn.
Yeah, so they'll say, oh, I was watching one, and it happens all the time. I was watching one of your videos on YouTube. Sometimes they just say, can you help me with this thing?
Oh, really?
And I'll be like, and if it's really simple, I'll say, I'll just answer them. But if it's not, I'm like, well, this is actually what I help clients with.
Yeah.
However, of course, if it's, one of these 25-year-olds from India, I'm going to just answer it and say, like,
send them to a YouTube video. So
here's
actually, I've done a video on this already. Just go and have a look at it over here.
Well, I do actually do that because I'm like, oh, if I haven't got a video on it, I go, oh, if they're asking that, then other people are asking that as well. So let's make a video on that.
Yeah. So a big part of your business is that you actually train corporate teams.
Yes.
What do you think the most common light bulb moment is when you're teaching or you're in this environment?
Oh, there's so many. It's hilarious. Well, one of the biggest light bulbs is I didn't realize how much I love teaching.
Oh, really? So that's your light bulb moment.
That's been my light bulb moment. Yeah. But there's loads of things. There'll be people in a team who think that they know LinkedIn, and I love it at the end when they say, I had no idea you could do all of that on LinkedIn. So that's been quite fun for me. But I think one of the biggest areas of the profile that people don't realize that they should be looking at is actually their experience section.
Okay. Which
might be like, Louise, that's like a boring part of your profile. But in the experience section, so the about section, first of all, most people have written 2 lines.
Yeah.
Right. If you are active on LinkedIn and you're commenting, maybe you're not posting yet, but you are commenting, people see your face, your name, and your headline. And I want your headline to be enticing enough that someone clicks on it to go and read your profile. When they get to your profile, a lot of people in corporate just haven't filled it out.
Okay.
It's literally got like 1 line in their about section. Or quite often there is no about section.
Yeah.
And they'll say, well, I don't have it. And I'm like, you just haven't created it yet. So that's been very interesting. But then I'll say your about section for me should be about how you can help the person reading it. Unless you are actively trying to find a new job, that's different. But if you're working in a company, so say you're working in the fuel distribution company, and I go to your profile, I want to know how you can help me. So you might talk about, what the organization looks like and how, the services you provide and how, and also to get in touch with you. Then as you go down to the experience section, people have just written basically all the jobs that they ever did. And this is where the algorithm really comes into force. And this is what you're going to do, Luke, as well. So if you can fill that out with a focus on what you want to be found for now throughout your profile, that will help you show at the top of the search results for whatever area that you work in.
Interesting.
And in the experience section, you can link to media and websites. So in mine, I've got, under my business name, I have got different jobs.
I saw yours. Yeah, it's fascinating. Yeah, sorry, please continue.
So I've got the consultancy piece.
Yeah.
I've got
corporate training.
Corporate training. And in there, I've got links to images or links to my website page where I talk about the corporate training. And I've got all the keywords. I don't mean like bullet points. They are written like sentences, but they're very much things that people are looking for. Yeah. And then I've got speaking in there and I've got podcasting in there, because if someone types in LinkedIn podcast guest, I want to appear at the top of the search results.
Yeah.
So you've just got to spend a wee bit of time building out the whole profile.
So what people should really do is take a look at your profile and just copy that, because that's the gold standard.
They tend to do that. Or just hire me to come in and do it with you and your team.
Yeah.
But yes, it's really funny, the number of people. But someone will connect with me and I'll look at their profile and think, pretty sure that's like a replica of mine, except with different words.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So might not be the same as yours in about 3 days. I mean, one thing I would say is on LinkedIn and in just generally in life, you seem to be like a master networker. I mean, it's got you into Buckingham Palace, shaking hands with King Charles.
Yes.
How did that come about?
So that one is, that was amazing. That was amazing. When I went to Boston last week, somebody in Belfast said to me, "Oh, Louise, you're such a brilliant networker. You will have a ball." And I was like, I don't know. I don't feel like I am. But of course, I met loads of people and it was brilliant and all that. But the Buckingham Palace thing. So I got an email from somebody who said they were master of the royal household.
Okay.
I was like, what is this? And I went straight to LinkedIn and looked up their name after like kind of literally jumping up from my chair, walking around the room in a big panic and like trying to breathe and go, what is this? This has got to be a fake email.
It's clearly a scam, yeah.
Yeah, totally a scam. So I went to LinkedIn and I saw one person who's connected to this person. So I messaged them and I said, do you know this person? Is this real? And they were like, yes, absolutely. Absolutely, Louise. Reply to that email. And I think that is the person that actually got me in. Now, we've never talked about it and I've never asked them and I never would ask them. But I think that's the person who put my name forward.
Right.
But I'm not sure. So you never know what comes from your LinkedIn network.
Absolutely. You'd end up shaking hands with the king. So.
Shaking hands with the king. I'll tell you a funny story about it too, Luke. Someone asked me about it today. People want to know about it all the time. It was an amazing opportunity. So there's 400 people in the whole event. And when I got there, they couldn't find my name badge. And I was like, oh my God, I wasn't supposed to be here in the first place. And then a lady came over and said, oh no, you have to come with me. And I worked out, I don't know if I ever told you, I worked out afterwards. I had a parking ticket to park inside Buckingham Palace.
Oh, wow, no.
And I didn't realise that either. Like, I don't live in England, so I didn't have a car to drive.
Yeah.
But I kind of wish I'd got my friend Jane's car and drove in.
Yeah.
Anyway, I went with this lady and going, what's going on? What's going on? Am I not meant to be here? And she says, no. And went to this room and there's like a wee table with 10 name badges on it. And there's my name. And I'm like, what the actual heck is going on? And I just said, could you please tell me what's happening?
Yeah.
And it's so funny because then she said, oh, we can't go in there because Prince Edward's in there. I was like, oh my God, what? So anyway, she says, oh, you've been selected to meet the king in a lineup ahead of everybody else.
That's amazing.
And I was like, what? So I literally went into I don't remember really much what happened. We went into this room and this butler comes over with a tray of champagne, like wearing the whole thing like you see on TV and gives me a glass of champagne. And I took one sip and thought, I think I'm going to vomit. I didn't know what to do with it. So I set it on this gold table. And then they said, right, come in the lineup. And the staff were so lovely. So we're in this lineup and I'm looking down the line. I was going, there's Peter Jones from Dragon's Den. There's Mary Portas.
Oh, wow.
There's, and the lady beside me, she was as excited as I was. And I said, oh, I'm Louise, blah, blah, blah. She said, I'm Anne. only the founder of the Starling Bank.
Oh, wow.
So lovely.
So you were in like a proper
I'm like,
serious crowd.
What am I doing in this lineup?
Yeah.
You know, it was bonkers. The woman who founded Gnaw on the High Street was beside her. It was like proper.
I hope you did some networking with these guys.
Everybody else is basically famous. And I'm going, why am I in this lineup? So, but it was because it was through the Small Business Britain thing that I do. And Michelle Ovens, who is head of Small Business Britain, was standing beside me.
Got it.
So I knew it came through down those lines. So I basically think it's somebody I met in the House of Lords.
Okay.
Who nominated me for this.
Oh, that's very sweet of them.
It was very lovely.
Yeah.
And then people were like, well, what did you say to the king? And I said, I have no idea. Literally, genuinely no idea, Luke. No idea, except for telling him I was from Northern Ireland. And then, so I don't think he knew what LinkedIn was. But then Prince Edward was next and he knew all about LinkedIn. Oh, no. And he actually asked me some questions. And I think on my name badge, I think it said Mrs. Louise Brogan, LinkedIn consultant.
All right, okay.
I think that was my name title. So I kept all of it. I've kept the whole thing and it's all in a big folder. But Prince Edward knew what LinkedIn was and asked a couple of questions about it. And then there was the next two men were the king's cousins, like the Duke of Marlborough and the Duke of something else. And they had no idea. But the funniest part of that was they said to Anne Boden, you founded a bank? What did the other banks think about that? No. I was like, and then they moved on and her and I looked at each other and we met ourselves. It was so funny. And then they just moved us off into the other room.
Wow.
And then we just drank champagne all night for 2 hours.
That sounds good. I could get down with that.
So it was fabulous. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that did come from my LinkedIn network, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. So it's just the kind of opportunities that come around if you put in the time. Yeah.
Yeah. But it is about when you connect with somebody on LinkedIn, in all seriousness, unless you have a premium account, you can't send a message when you connect with somebody anymore. So LinkedIn's very much going down the pay to play role. Yeah. Definitely. Mm-hmm. But if you connect with me and I accept your connection request, I will then send you a message and say, oh, it's nice to meet you, Luke. How did you find me? Or, oh, I see we both know Tom Martin or something like that. Yeah. So then whenever I was going to Boston, what I did was I typed in Boston and in the search results, the person that came up at the very top, I looked at her name and she worked at Boston University and I went into my messages and I had messaged her about a year ago because she had been at an event supporting Irish female entrepreneurs in Boston. And at the time, and this is very strategic, at the time I'd seen this group of 18 women entrepreneurs go to Boston and be treated like royalty by all the Boston community because of the Irish Boston connection, right? And I thought, who are all these Americans? I want to connect with them. Yeah. So I connected with all the Americans who were in these photographs with all the Irish female entrepreneurs because I knew they were interested in Irish female entrepreneurs, of which I am one. Yep. So I had sent her a message back then and said, oh, I love the pictures from, I can't remember what, the Irish Embassy in Boston. Looks like such a brilliant event. And she said, oh, yeah. And she says, if you're ever over, give me a shout. So I sent her a message and I said, I'm actually coming to Boston for a conference. I don't suppose you'd like to meet for coffee. Like, ooh. Yeah. And she says, I would love that. So she came, we met each other for coffee in this little coffee shop in this place called Beacon Hill. And her job title said that she is like in administration at Boston University. Well, when I met her, like a lot of people, that was very understated. She runs the master's program in marketing at Boston University. Wow. So I produced my book out of my bag and give it to her. And she was delighted. And she says, can I share this with my students? Oh, wow. And I was like, yes, please do. Yeah. So you just never know. Yeah, that's crazy. Building on those relationships.
Amazing. I'm conscious of time, so I actually have some quickfire questions for you.
Ooh, exciting.
Okay. Yep. So I'll be interested to see how you answer these. Answer them however you wish. Interpret them.
Okay. Interpretive dance.
Yeah. I'm going to start off broad and then we're going to get kind of specific with some video stuff. Okay. So very quickly, you have just been to Boston, as you've told us a couple of times. So would you rather have a Dunkin' Donut in Boston or a scone in Belfast?
I think I would rather have a scone in Belfast.
Really?
Yes.
I saw some Dunkin' Donut posts. It sounds like you were a fan.
Well, Dunkin' Donuts is from Boston.
Yeah.
It's from Massachusetts. Can't really beat a homemade scone in Northern Ireland.
I noticed we both said scone as well. I wonder if there's going to be a scone debate there, but luckily we got away with it.
There are no scones in Northern Ireland. It's all scones.
I can imagine. Question 2, Zoom call or meet in person?
Oh, I prefer to meet in person.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I imagine that would be the case for you. When it comes to video, short form or long form?
As long as it takes to get the message across that you want to deliver.
Okay, well, that's a very diplomatic answer. I tend to find people are either one or the other, but you're more about the message.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yes.
All right, very good, very good. It's not what I was expecting, but very good. When it comes to filming, scripted or do you just wing it?
Oh, I totally wing it. Look,
I know you do.
You know that about me.
We're the polar opposites on this. I script everything and you just go with it.
I do just go with it. And sometimes I think, what have you just put out, Louise?
Professional camera or webcam?
Oh, I know it should be a professional camera because I have enough friends like you to know that. I did upgrade my microphone because our mutual friend Izzy was like, Louise, you've got to get a better microphone than that. So I did buy a fancier microphone. Don't ask me the brand because I don't know.
Well, if Isabel's made a recommendation, I'm sure it's a good one. Yeah, super. On LinkedIn, post in the morning or post at night?
Oh, so I tend to post in the morning just because honestly, look, I would write about 3 posts a day because I like to talk. I like to have conversations with people. But little tip, post in the morning for my European audience, but then you can repost your own post.
Repost your own post?
In the afternoon and it hits the American network.
Okay.
Now, I don't mean repost with thoughts. I mean literally just click repost.
All right.
And it puts your post back to the top. So for America, East Coast is 5 hours behind. So if I post at 10 o'clock, and it's not usually, it's about 8:30 or 9:30 in the morning, I'll post something. If I repost it at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, that's the Americans are getting up for breakfast and I'm hitting a whole new audience.
And it's just the repost, not reposting with thoughts, just repost.
Literally just repost.
Top tip. Love it.
Top tip.
Okay. You already answered this really, but I'm going to ask you anyway. On LinkedIn, video post or multi-image post?
I think we should do video.
Yes.
I do think we should do video because you get the measure of a person as they come across on screen.
Perfect.
Definitely.
Okay. The final question. With a connection request, send a note or leave it blank?
Well, I'd love to send a note I can send a note because I have premium, but most people don't. I think you should send a note. If you can't, then once they connect with you, then send a note.
Yeah.
And another tip, if you've met somebody in real life and you send them a connection request, in the message, so they accept your connection request, so you and I meet at a conference and we connect on LinkedIn, I will send you a note and say, hi, Luke, really lovely to meet you at Louise's conference in Belfast today. Let's keep in touch. And the purpose of that is in 6 months' time, when I'm going to Manchester and I'm looking up who's my connections in Manchester, I'll say, hi, Luke. And I'll remember how I met you because it's in the message.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, so I have the same issue. I think I've got 5 notes that I can send per month. So I'm very, very sparing with the notes I use. But the follow-up is definitely a good idea.
And it's literally putting a note in there so you know how you know this person.
That's a brilliant idea. I like that a lot. So last question, really.
Ooh.
You travel everywhere. You're in Boston, you're in San Diego, and you're in LA as well recently. Is that right? Vid Summit, social marketing world, you name it, you're everywhere. What is your favorite event to go to, or the favorite event that you've been to?
Ooh. So I would say social media marketing world. It is phenomenal. And I am speaking there again in April and I can't wait. But as an attendee, that B2B marketing profs in Boston.
Oh, really?
And actually, look, you'd loved it because the food was next level.
Just donuts or?
No, proper healthy food.
Really?
Yeah, lots of vegetarian. It was amazing. It was all included in the ticket price.
Amazing. Love it.
Yeah. It was amazing.
That does sound good.
Yeah, but it was a brilliant conference for me for networking with people in the space that I want to be in. Yeah.
And then so this leads on very nicely to your event. Are you allowed to speak about your event coming up in October?
Yes, October the 8th in Belfast.
Tell the people about it.
So it's B2B content marketing. We're going to have talks on video, YouTube, because video and YouTube are two different topics, podcasting, email marketing, LinkedIn, and of course, AI.
There's no escaping it.
There's no escaping. And the day before, we're having sponsor-hosted workshops. And I'm hoping to get a workshop on how to podcast, how to do video marketing. There's an opening there, Luke, for Falkon Digital. And then, of course, the delights of Belfast.
Excellent.
The bar that I am booking for the evening. So we've got the workshops and then the speaker dinner and then the networking evening before the event. Can I tell you about the bar?
Go for it, please do.
Okay. It's called the Heart Bar and it's off the most photographed street in the whole of Ireland, right? Upstairs in the bar, they have the original bar from the Guinness Storehouse in Dublin.
Whoa.
That was put in place for when Guinness opened St. James's Gate in Dublin. They had a bar that all the reps from all the pubs from Ireland would go down and taste the Guinness. And they were revamping Guinness in Dublin and this was being thrown out. And somebody contacted this gentleman in Belfast who is very famous locally and said, Willie, the tasting bar is kind of being dumped. Do you want it? And he said, yes, send it up to me. So the bar in this Heart Bar is the original Guinness bar.
Amazing.
Completely original.
Can't wait to see it. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah.
Now that's not the highlight of the conference.
Of course not, but that will be one of my highlights.
I genuinely, now it's in the Titanic Hotel.
Yeah.
Which is the original building, completely brought back to life that they designed the Titanic in.
Amazing.
The White Star Line, it is actually stunning.
Yeah.
It's a stunning building. So that,
I've seen a few photographs of it. It does look incredible.
It's the whole package.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And have you got a confirmed date then?
Yes. So it is the 8th of October in Belfast. And we have got a waiting list for people to sign up for tickets. And that is louisebrogan.com/waitlist. It's quite simple.
Perfect.
For people who want to sign
I'll
up.
put a link to that in the description. And that is tickets go on sale February?
February, yes.
Perfect. Now, it's normally at this stage in a podcast where I say to people, where can people find you if they want to speak to you? But I'm guessing your answer is just going to be LinkedIn.
It could be on LinkedIn. Yes, come connect with me on LinkedIn.
It's also, of course, your website.
Yes, louisebrogan.com.
louisebrogan.com.
Yes.
Louise, thank you so much for your time. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you on.
It's been fab.
Yeah, and I'm so glad we finally did it.
Yay, well done us. Thanks, Luke.
Thank you.